job we've been called out to is a leaking ideal. The pressure is holding, it is a pressurised system even though it's heat only boiler, but it's dripping into that bowl from this corner. Those who watched the last episode will have a sneak peek of what this is that's actually leaking. Most of you will have guessed it, but the sump has cracked. I came out to this last week, silicone greased up that washer, and it's not leaked since. Right, so this is heat only, so it's the easiest one to replace the sump on because you've not got any diverter, valve, plate, heat exchanger, pump. So just undo these two screws first. And the crack you can't quite see unless the camera's going to focus enough. It's just where my finger is there. I'm not sure if you can pick it up, they always split in the same place. Now we've took off of that, this will slide up and out. Sometimes you can see, well, we'll be able to see it when we take it out. Take the condensate trap out now, isolate the gas, and whip out this gas valve for ease of access. I'm not sure if the spark generator has to come off on this one or not. Just undid them two nuts and the securing nut. And that's that gas valve out. Then we'll undo this bracket, which is going to be the 3 screws. Spark generator might have to come out of the way as well. Right, that's everything out of the way now. We're going to slacken off this screw, which is holding the heat exchanger to the chassis of the boiler. Just slacken it off. That should give us a little bit of play, a bit of movement. We're going to get a big flathead and we are going to snap these off, but first I'm going to check I've got the right sump. Looks the same to me. Right, easy bit is getting it on. It's getting the new one on, which is the hardest. So I snap these off, I can't do it one-handed. You get the picture. Right, what I find best is, as soon as you got the front off, slide your screwdriver under that flat part of the heat exchanger and pull down. Well, pull that up with your right hand and your left hand, push that down and it just snaps off like that. And there, you can now see the crack. Hopefully. Right, new one at the ready. A lot of silicone grease around here next. I hope I've got enough silicone grease. It's not sounding too good, is it? Oh no, 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 no. Got some more in the valve. Right, loads of grease. I even put some on these clips at the back to help slide it up. This is the hard bit now. Right. Back side first. Got to get that back edge clipped in 3 clicks before the front. Which is easier said than done. It's gone 1, 2. I think that might have been 3. What I normally do now is get my phone and pee around the back and just have a look. Make sure it has gone on all 3. That's them all on. Let's get these front edge clips on now. You little bugger. The camera's in the way. How far is that off? It's almost on. There you go. Lovely. Can run our FGA around the back of that when we've got it up and running again. just doubly check. Now it's a case of refitting. You get all new washers with this, so these will be being thrown away. Let's get it back together again. That went on relatively easy considering I was filming. Never normally do. Right, back in, don't forget to tighten up your screw that you undid for the heat exchanger before putting all this lot back together. Oh, might as well do that now because the screwdriver's right there, Dan. Belting. And that little cover back on there to support, to clamp down on the turret. Oh my god, that's going to need a bit of cleaning up, isn't it? It's not ideal. We're obviously going to have to perform a tightness test after this as well. Gas valve's got an arrow on it, so don't forget to put it in the right way. Rubber washer goes up and onto there. That one fell out before, it is here. And then got another fibre washer stuck to this, which is not helpful. God. That's our bottom one. Injector wants cleaning, so I might do that. Maybe. Right, lovely that. Let's go and do a drop test. After we open the gas valve underneath the boiler, obviously. Plug them two back in. We are winning. God damn it, Dan. Should have cleaned the seating it was sat on. Still saying it's leaking, but I think that's just what's left in the combustion chamber now, because I'll show you. We've got a test on. However, it is rising. Oh, it's dropped again. See what it's like on the 20mm bar. Part of things, and I'll LDF that joint. Well, you're supposed to LDF every joint you disturb, so yeah, I'll LDF the joint and see where we're at after a few more minutes of this. Lovely. It's no longer beeping. It's not leaking, I've LDF'd it. Just wait for this now and we can get the condensate trap back on and fire up the boiler and make sure it's all working right and the sump's connected properly at the back. 26.9s and on to the next one. And that is how to replace an ideal sump. It's a little bit trickier, like I said, on the combis and system boilers, but it's the same principle. You just might have to remove a couple more extra bits just to gain access. Right, let's move the torch, I'll turn it off. Probe's at the back there, I can move it around as and when I get it back up and running. Let's get our power on and create a demand. That needs sorting as well. Where the cable comes through. She's fired. Right, let's leave that be for a minute. Let's mess around with this cable entry. Get that grommet back into where it should be. Don't forget your torch down. So far so good. Let's give it a bit of moving around for the next few minutes whilst it warms up, and then we can continue our 26.9s, which I'm not going to show yet because you should be gas safe qualified to work on gas appliances. Not that you should be doing what I'm doing, but this is to help people who haven't done it before, inexperienced with breakdowns, and apprentices who are looking to get gas safe. Right, next one we've got is a kitchen sink tap to change and little strainer cover, if I can get the old one off. That is. That's what we've got to do. Customer supplied the materials on this one. Let's have a look what we've gone for. Looks like almost identical. No, it's not. What's these? The size of the length of them? Jesus! It's going to take me a month to get the back plate up on them. Oh my god. Right, I've shut the water off, but obviously, as you can see, it's still passing. I'm hoping there's going to be... Oh, there's 2 valves there, that's good. Where's the torch? I don't know why the whole cupboard hasn't been emptied, but don't worry, I'll do that. Right, what have we got? Ah, oh, bliss, that's delicious. Other than the fact they're hard piped. It's going to make it interesting. No movement at all, I bet, on that cold. It's clipped there, but... Alright, let's shut them valves off, otherwise I'm going to get soaked. Right, no more drippy tap. Might as well remove this waste because I've got to change the strainer part on her, so... Well, I might not need to disconnect this, but I'm going to do anyway and get it out my way. Bucket done. That stinks. So I'm going to be using today's tool set. Got 2 different boxes. One's for more accessories basically. This should give me access up to the top. I'll try and get it filmed for you. I've got to undo the tap connectors off first. Put you there. There's 2 on them. They should come off by hand now. Oh. Also, it's a good job you don't have to smell it with your black. I don't think the batten up spanner's going to work. Oh, come on, man. You're joking. Ah, oh, you absolute beauty. Right. That should spin off in my hand. I'm going to have to cut the fucking pipes down anyway. Because of the length of these Because of the length of these. Let's cut them off. Now, these are just covers. But the reason why I send these is so you've got adjustment between the holes. Do you get what I mean? I'll show you in a sec. I'm going to have one rubber underneath there. That's the wrong way around. Down. So we've got one rubber underneath there. You can have another rubber underneath with your back nut. Let's put the other side in. And then we've got 2 3/4 washers for that. Tighten that on there. Right, well obviously we don't want the tap like that. So it's probably going to be in front. However, we could do it behind. Nah, front. That's, yeah, because I can't go any. That is going to be how it's going to be. We can adjust them after. I don't like it. I don't, but like I say, these are the adjustments. You've got 125 centres, 180 centres as we've got it, and 235 for if the holes were wider apart. But to me, it either goes pointing to the front like it is, or pointing to the back, and I didn't like the back, I think it was too far away. So I'm going to put my washers and back nuts on underneath now and tighten them up. Nip those two up. Lovely. Spout needs lubricating. Hand soap will just have to do because I'm not going the van. Lovely. Right, that's me done, mate. Wireless tap. And I've got a problem with the hard bit now of connecting it up. I don't know what to do. Clean off the old fibre washer. I've cut this down to length. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with it like, but I've cut it down to length. I don't want to use flexes if I can help it. I've got them, but I don't really want to use them. Don't start crying in the comments. I'm trying to think of the future for this one. So, yes, there's potential I could solder it, but I've got to somehow try and get the water out of the pipe, and the access is not great behind there. I could press it because I've got the angled jaws for 15mm. That could be an option, but that's not really future-proofing anything. Whereas this, if that fibre washer leaks, water off, undo that, disconnect this, put a new fibre washer on like I'm going to do now, and refit it. And it just pings on the floor like that. I'm not going to film it, but I'll show you when I've done it. Right, can you see what I did? Just like that. Absolutely happy days. Right, let's see now if we can undo that screw out of there. It ain't looking good, bruv. Oh, the hell, it's a miracle. I can't believe that undid. Right, let's pull that out of there. Clean all that up. Get some silicone out and we'll reseal the new one of them in. And it's come with a new screw, that's good. Love messing with dirty, horrible sink waste. I'm putting loads of silicone on, by the way, because there was loads on the last one, so I suspect the groove in this ain't too clever. Even that I think needs more. It's a deep dish. She's a deep dish. Fucking, I've actually run out of silicone to use that much. Great. Da-da-dee-da-da-dee-da. Bead round there. Manky washer. Bead around there. Lovely. New screw. Gonna need the old screw. That's the wrong thread. Or so it feels. The old one. Yeah, must be the wrong thread. Looks a bit better other than the screw, but there's not a lot I can do about that. It's rusted up. Lovely. Lovely. going to wipe up that silicone, clean it all off, get the trap built up, get the water back on and give it a test. Trap's all back together now, just need to open them isolation valves and hope there's no leaks. Then we're good to go. Well, those two ain't leaking, which is good. Now it's just a waste to test. Right, let's get that run. Give it a good test and we'll be on our way, thank God.